Hi everyone, and welcome to this week's Daily Star Love Island Facebook Live, and we're joined once again by Anna Vakili. Hey
Hi.
Anna, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm excited to get this started, to be honest with you. This has been, as Liberty would say, a rocky week. So I don't know how you feel about it all. It's just been a bit topsy-turvy with the whole Jake and Lib thing, hasn't it?
I feel like it's actually this week has been the craziest week. I think it's probably topped my season, literally. But yeah, no, the Jake and Lib thing and Faye, so much going on.
There's so much. What do you think then about the showman's claims that Jake's a bit of a showman? What are you thinking? Is that true?
From the beginning, I always felt like there was something off with Jake. I don't know if you remember, I telling you, I feel like something's off because if straight away you don't have that kind of physical attraction to the girl, I don't know, something was off, the way he was talking about her in the first week, and I just think he just thought it's convenient to continue it. I'm not saying he doesn't like her. He probably likes her and he's getting used to her and attached to her, but love, I don't see it. I
was going to say, do you think that confession was genuine?
No, I think everyone in there can see something as well. So that's something that we all have to remember is when you're in there, you see things that the public don't see. So if they're getting vibes, we can only just also trust their vibes. And plus, the public can see it as well. So let alone what they can see. Must be 10 times that. I think it was a cop out. I think it was just the right timing.
Yeah, I think even Toby might have hit it with a nail on the head when he said it was his get out of jail free card.
Yeah, literally. You don't ask. She asked him, "How do you feel?" How can he turn around and be like, "I don't love you"? He's not gonna do that. Especially with the amount of trouble he's in already. He's not gonna turn around and be like, "Oh, I don't love you still."
Yeah. If he didn't say "I love you," surely then he'd be in more deeper water with her. And I think she was that happy to hear that news, wasn't she? That she was just gonna run with it. Bless her.
I feel like she's so innocent. She doesn't see people for what they can. She just sees the good in everyone.
That's strange because she was I'm really perceptive. I understand how people are, and it's oh, darling, I don't think you are right in front of you.
The way she came down so happy to tell everyone, I felt so bad for her when that was probably one of the most awkward things to watch when she was when she told the girls the news and all their faces were just
yeah.
Oh, that scene was just so awkward to watch. I felt so sorry for her.
Do you think she's been a bit of a mug then for taking him back?
I think that when you're in that situation yourself, it's difficult because you just believe everything because you're so besotted with that person. You just see the good, but from the outside, it's so good that she's got a strong group of girls around her that are kind of just helping her see what he could be.
I mean, she's saying they're saying what we're all shouting at the TV, aren't they? They're saying it for us.
Yeah.
Do you think that she could do better than Jake?
100%. I said it from the beginning. She can do better.
She doesn't believe that herself, though, does she? She's putting herself down.
Well, that's the problem. I think that is the biggest problem when a girl doesn't believe what they're worth, and they don't love themselves enough. They can't get a guy to love them. Do you know what I mean? You have to love yourself first.
What do you think you would have done in the situation after seeing the movie night videos and then the whole shadiness, thinking that you could be showboating, whatever it is, showmancing? What would you have done?
I feel it's a bit difficult because they're actually boyfriend and girlfriend. So it's not just as simple as we're gonna stop. I think, especially in there, you're just stuck in that villa with the people, with that guy. What is she gonna do if she can't avoid him? I just would be a bit more I would think more about it and I take it a bit slower. I take a few steps back.
Yeah, I think she sort of has done that, but now where he's sort of done the "I love you," I think that's just sweetened her up. Oh, there's Angela saying Jake is fake.
Fake
that's
Jake.
Been thrown out there a fair bit, hasn't it?
Yeah, well, I mean, I must say I kind of agree with Angela.
I don't think he's got long enough to sort of turn it around for him now, has he?
No, I think he just tried. I think he was from the beginning. I think he had a game plan and he wanted to win. I'm not saying he doesn't like Libs. I think he does like her and he's probably attached to her. But I think he's made it much bigger than it is.
Yeah,
he has a game plan to win the show. From the moment, when he was in Casamore trying to persuade the boys to go and do their thing. It's all just a plan.
Yeah, and that's just sort of unravelled now and been put to light, hasn't it? Well, you did touch upon the girls were talking to Liberty at the fire pit. They're all around her. Liberty's in the middle. She looked like she was she said she appreciated the advice, but her face like didn't look like she was appreciating it at all. She like obviously it burst their bubble, didn't it, really?
Yeah, because the way she was like went from here to here, like the way she was coming down the stairs, like girls, I've got something to tell you, and then their faces, like I felt so sorry for her, but she needed to hear it. She needed to hear it.
Do you think how Chloe and Faye got up and left her when she's sitting there was right? Like it was a bit like they can't be there for that situation; they're just going to leave. Like
I don't think that. That didn't sit right with me.
I didn't really understand because they've just said that they don't agree with it, but why can't you sit there and listen? Like, it didn't make sense to just like go clear off. I didn't really get that as a statement. I thought it was quite weird.
Was like, oh, because I give tough love and like it wasn't the right time. But then when's the right time? Like, if there's no better time than then to tell her, it's worse when you just get up and leave. It's gonna make her feel much more like
alone
and alone. Yeah. Like, I don't think that was really nice on Liv.
No, I think it was weird because obviously they were both vocal about it, but to be vocal and leave just gave a bit mixed messages to me. I don't know. But did you think they were right to pipe up? Like, if that was my friend, I would have been telling them, literally, like, shouting it in their face, to be honest with you.
I would have told them, straight away. Like, tough love, if it has to be tough love, it is what it is. Like, I would have told her straight away, like, what I think. In a nice way. Like, the way Kaz was kind of, maybe a bit more than Kaz, though. But you don't have to be, like, horrible. You just tell her how it, like, you know.
Kaz was being very careful, wasn't she? Shirley's now touched upon my next question. What did you think of Jake's reaction? So we had tantrum mode. He stormed off. The shirt come off as well, which I found quite strange. What did you think of how Jake reacted to sort of the girls' thoughts on the situation?
Babe, you know what it is? I get like how you can get so upset in there and just want to leave. Like it happened to me. Like when was it? After it sounds so stupid, but when I was in the bottom voted as like least compatible couple, it as much as you say it's about you two and you shouldn't care what people think, it makes you upset when you think, why do people not believe me? Like, why? What am I doing wrong? I took my mic off and I was like leaving the villa. Literally, the producers had to talk to me outside and persuade me to stay. So like,
are you allowed to walk out of the villa? That's what I was going to say, because whereas Jake drops off, but Toby was stood at the doorway like, I can't leave the villa.
Yeah. You're not meant to, but like at the end of the day, you're free to do what you want, right? We're humans, like we're not in jail. So like you're not meant to. And when I did it, like the producers had to like take me to the side outside the villa, and they had to persuade me. They managed to persuade me to stay, but like in there, you can just want to just break free because you feel like stuck in that place, and it can make you react in strange ways. Like Jake.
It's just like a bit. Everyone's described it as like a bit of a pressure cooker, isn't it? Like it's just a lot going on. But when Jake stormed out, I just noticed that the front door of the villa was already open before he even pushed it. Like, would that mean that they're redoing the scene, or like has he already stormed out and they're doing it again? I don't really know.
You're testing my memory, but the doors open a lot of the times though.
Okay.
It is open, it is open and closed. Like from what I remember, pretty much, but no one walks out or anything. Like it's just open because they trust that no one's just gonna walk out.
Got you. And when Toby followed Jake around, bless his heart, the toilet, he sat outside the toilet.
Can I just say, I love Toby. Like I love him.
Oh, bless him. He was just sat on the floor. Jake opened the door and like you just heard the flush go. He was like, I'm going to sit here for you, mate. It's fine. I think he's just gone to the toilet. But
bless him.
Now, everyone was saying, oh, like, wow, is this a secret room that we've never seen before? Like, obviously, we never normally see the Islanders go to the toilet. Like, is there a lot of secret upper rooms that we haven't seen on camera?
No, but that toilet, like, even when I saw it, I was like, oh my God, they're showing it, because like I know they never show it. That is probably the most disgusting toilet, by the way. Can I just say? Like, that's like the toilet all the boys use, and it's just gross. Like, we would like go all the way upstairs just to avoid that toilet, and when you do go to it, it's just like, oh, horrible.
Oh, how many toilets does the villa have?
And, like, that toilet's right next to that back room, isn't it? Like, where is it? Is it called the doghouse? They've changed it, haven't they? But when the guys go and do a shit in there, the whole place stinks. It's just horrible.
Oh dear. Well, how many toilets do you have? So you've got one upstairs
and one downstairs. That's it.
Oh, sorry for any language there, guys.
Oh, sorry. What is that a bad word? When they do poo.
Yeah, we'll stick with poo. That's
Poo.
fair. So how many toilets did you say there were?
2. So there's one upstairs and one downstairs, and
Okay.
basically it was getting so dirty upstairs that we said, like, boys, you can only use the downstairs one. And then I'm pretty sure I heard them in this episode talk about that as well. Not in this episode,
Oh,
this season. So they've done the same thing. Like, we just said the boys can only use the downstairs toilet.
a little bit dirty lads then. Oh god. What about, like, I've heard there's a secret kitchen that we don't see, like behind the scenes somewhere in the building.
No, but there's not a secret kitchen, but in the kitchen, you know that little door? Have you seen it? Where
Yeah.
they go, like, that little door that leads to like an outside bit where you can like go and speak to like the producers and stuff. So that's like a little cupboard where like they keep all the drinks and snacks, but it's also like a point of entry for the producers.
Right. Is there anywhere in the villa that you can chat with other islanders off camera, or is everything sort of?
I wish. God, no. You can't get away with saying anything in there without being heard.
Unless you went to the toilet, because that normally doesn't get filmed.
You're not. Well, there is a camera in there. So literally, as you're sitting in the toilet, there's like a camera right in front of you. But yeah, but you can't go in the toilet with like more than just one person at a time.
Oh, so how did you feel about, the camera right in your face?
I know, apparently, and you've got a mic and a camera, but apparently they don't watch it. It's for safety purposes.
Right, I'm not sure how safe that makes me feel. Like,
Yeah.
Moving on. So Jake was then sat with Teddy and Toby, and they were giving him advice. And his first reaction, instead of like "how's Lib," it was like, "Who said that?" Like, he was gunning for whoever said like that it wasn't genuine and stuff. I'm not sure if that was the right way he should have gone about it, which the boys advised. What do you think?
The thing is, I kind of understand. Like, I'm that kind of person as well. It's like you just they were in such a little happy bubble, and like that just got burst by other people's opinions. So like he's got the right to kind of be upset at what other people are saying, because it's like it is affecting him and Lib. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I am not Team Jake, but I understand where he's coming from, because if other people's opinions are affecting them too, like at the end of the day, Liv was really upset, and now she has doubts. So he's upset that she's got doubts, right?
Yeah.
So he's right to really want to know.
Yeah, I guess so. But I did like how Teddy and Toby didn't give away who said it, because obviously it was their women.
It's their girls. And you don't want to see Faye kick off.
No, definitely not. So I was thinking, are they protecting them, or are they protecting themselves because they don't want to get in trouble?
Yeah, both.
Talk about Chloe and Faye. They then pulled Jake for their own chat, which I thought was nice, because he pulled Faye, and then Chloe sort of went out of their way, and she's like, "Do you know what? If you're going to give Faye a mouthful, it was me as well." So they sat there, but he took it quite well from them. I think he then sort of understood where the girls were coming from.
Yeah, because you can't not see it. Like, it's so obvious, like how it looked.
Yeah.
I mean, him denying it, or like trying to like, persuade them otherwise, it just would have made him look worse. Do you know what I mean? So I think he did the right thing by just agreeing and be like, yeah, maybe it wasn't the best timing, but I feel like this is how I feel. So yeah, I think that was a good chat.
Well, we'll see, I think, tonight who's going to be dumped. Someone just said, Angela, I hope Libs wins, then takes the money and dumps Jake. Well, they might not get the opportunity to do that, because they might go tonight.
I don't think they're going to make it to the final.
No, it's been a bit of who do you think is going to go tonight, though? We've got Mary and Aaron, Priya and Brett, Faye and Teddy, and Lib and Jake.
It's just one couple, right?
Yeah, I think it's just the one couple.
Then I would want like Priya and Brett to leave.
Yeah.
It's a bit dry.
I personally think that's what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
But when everyone was voting, they were doing it on their phones, and there was a picture of Tyler. So he's on his phone, and he looked like he was doing some sort of weird group chat. Like, we haven't got more zoomed in picture, but can you explain sort of the Love Island group chat sort of vibe? Will everyone else see who's voted for who? Because it seemed like there was a lot of things going on, like all different icons on there.
No, they wouldn't. No one else would see what you voted for. That's for sure. It would be you'd be replying to like the producer's number or
right.
So. It's just display pictures, I think. Like all the islanders, we've got, our like press picture.
Yeah.
That Love Island press picture is your display picture, and it's just all of. I'm pretty sure it's just everyone's display picture lined up.
Right. Okay. That's what I was trying to figure out what it was. It was all like little circles. I was like, well, that's strange. Is there any other sort of like backstage secrets or phone things that we probably wouldn't know as an audience?
Yeah. So whenever the someone's gonna get a text or something, like you don't, basically those phones, you hardly use them because like the only people you can talk to are the people in the villa. So then no one really has their phone with them or like cares about their phone. So it's really annoying because when producers want to send you like a text, you're never with your phone. So what they do is they just like come around while you're sitting there chilling on the daybed. They'll just like slide your phone next to you. Like, do you get what I'm saying? So like, you kind of know you're gonna get a text before you even get the text, because like drop, like, or they tell you, can you go get your phone? So you just know you're gonna get a text.
Okay, got you. So the producers sort of like walk around the villa with you as much as sort of the other cast as well.
They're always there, but like no, they don't just walk, like they don't walk around. They pop in and out because they don't want to be in the back of like a camera scene. Like if something really big happens, they don't want to be in the back, so they'll pop in and pop out as like whenever they need to. Got you. Throughout the day, constantly.
What happens with like all, because everyone's taking selfies, they're taking friend pics, boyfriend pics. What happens to all the pictures afterwards? Are you allowed access to them? Are you allowed to post them yourself? What about all the videos? I didn't get any of my pictures.
I didn't get any of them, but the people in the final, they get to keep the phone. I'm pretty sure.
This is what I was going to ask you. Did you get to keep your phone?
No, and I didn't get any of the pictures.
That's rude. I mean, all that's fine.
I remember me, Amber, and Yewande made so many funny videos and like we took so many pictures, and they're just all gone.
Well, that's why are the people in the final? You've spent enough time in there.
I know. I was there literally till like 3-4 days before the final. So annoying.
That's what I was trying to look on like the bedside tables. Like, where do people charge them overnight? Like, I couldn't see anything.
Overnight, they have like these slots in the dog. Oh, what is it? The doghouse now? I don't know. In that room, like by where Jake went to the toilet, in that room, there's loads of slots, and at night you should just go put it in there.
Is that sort of where like Teddy and Liam were sleeping when they weren't in the girls' beds? Is that
but that's new. Like, as in they've just put those beds in there.
Yeah.
Like that wasn't that, we didn't have that luxury.
So do you have to put them back like in the slot by a certain time? Are you not allowed to sleep with them?
I mean, everyone just leaves like their phone. They don't even we don't even carry our phones around. At the end of the night, the producers will be like, "Can you go and put your phone in charge?" Or like one person will take everyone's phone and put it in charge. Like, you know.
Got you. Talking about Priya and Brett, we think that they're probably going to go. I'm in agreement with you. Everyone's sort of been saying this. Well, not everyone. There's been a few tweets that are saying they're a bit of an annoying couple. They're a bit irrelevant. Like, just get them out. What are you thinking? Do you agree?
I'm not gonna lie, when they come on screen, I do end up like I zone out. Like when they're on the screen, I don't pay attention to them that much.
Well, I don't think Priya's been paying much attention to Brett herself either, to be honest.
Yeah, true. Like I feel like she's a smart girl as well, but it's just boring. I'm bored by them. But I do think at this stage of the show, like so near the end, anyone that's like very new, it's so difficult for you to like. It took us such a long time to like get to know everyone in there and feel close and invested in them. So at this stage of the show, like you just can't be bothered as well to get to know anyone else, because so many people come in and gone out, and it's just like you're just tired of it.
Everyone sort of sticks to the sort of oldie OGs, don't they? They normally last a bit longer. Will they throw any more new bombshells in at this point, you think?
Yes, they are. I think so.
Do you think anyone's head could turn? I mean, they all look pretty loved up, but could anyone's head turn at this?
How long have we got until the final?
I think it's like next weekend.
Right, I reckon like they're still gonna drop in a couple.
Will these be proper fiery ones? Do you think they'll be?
Well, look what happened with Amber. She met Greg like literally a week before the final, and they won.
But she was single, wasn't she? There's no one like any OGs that are single. They're all loved up.
There's no one's. Yeah, that's true. There's no one single, but like Mary.
I was going to say, do you think Toby's head can turn for the 5th time, or do you think he's pretty stuck with Mary now?
I trust him now.
I mean, I love them. That I want them to win, 100%. I think their mannerisms, their one-liners, their expressions, like Chloe's facial expressions make me absolutely die, and Toby's just like a walking meme. I love them too. So
isn't it crazy how we've done a literally 360 from the beginning of the show to now? Like I'm obsessed with them as well. Isn't that weird? Like at the beginning I couldn't really stand like her, but now I just like I wait for her to come on screen because she's
I literally love
hilarious.
Her.
And Toby, like he went from being a player to like now like I think he was just so young and trying to figure everything out, you know.
Do you think they could be king and queen? Do you think they could make it?
I would love that. I do love Millie and Liam though, so I don't know. For me, it's between Chloe and Toby and Millie and Liam.
Do you think Chloe and Toby could last on the outside?
Oh, I think they can for a while, but not too long. Like you know.
Yeah, I think it'll be
I do
like
think
a
it's
clash of
genuine, but
schedules.
yeah, I think it's definitely genuine. Like, but
Yeah,
how long it's gonna last, I'm not sure because he is still so young and like learning and
yeah. Well, other people who's sort of been a bit rocky is Faye and Teddy. They're now back on track after all their commotion, but people are saying like they're not going to last. Like Teddy's too good for Faye. Like, where do you stand on those two at the moment?
I just want a guy like Teddy. He's the sweetest
Yeah,
guy ever. Like, get me a Teddy, please. Like, he's so sweet. I mean, I don't think they're gonna last. I think they're too different. Like, way
yeah.
too different. I do think like a little bit different is a good thing, but just them two are like polar opposites. I don't see it working.
No, do you think he's arguably too good, as people are saying, for
I
Faye?
don't like to say that. No, I don't think he's. I don't think he's too good. No, I don't. I like. Look, I think Faye's. She's not. She's made mistakes. She's not
Yeah,
perfect, but like I wouldn't want to say he's too good for her.
got you. And you just said you like Millie and Liam. They're roaring, they're soaring. Everyone seems to have forgiven Liam's catch-all behaviour very quickly. I mean, they're now like a hot fave. What are you thinking? Like, obviously, Queen Millie is like, that's quite possible. But would he be loyal on the outside as soon as they start doing club appearances separate? Like,
I've been like with this one. I'm like sometimes I think like when he gets out, he would probably like his head would turn. But then sometimes I'm like, oh, but look at the way he looks at her. Like he looks at her like the way every girl wants to be looked at. Like he looks smitten. So I don't know. Sometimes I think, yeah, maybe
he does, but what about when she's not there and they're separate? Like,
that's the thing. We forget. Like it's so easy to forget that they're just in that bubble and like there's no one else. So yeah, it is very true. Like I have been like in two minds about this. Part of me does think that maybe his head would turn. He's 21, right?
yeah, I mean, he's that young,
I
and
know he looks like 40, but he's actually
yeah,
21. Like
he's that young. And from what I've seen on like Twitter and everyone's opinion, like I think he's going to have girls throwing himself at him when he leaves. So I think it is going to be tricky, and I feel like their trust is definitely going to be tested, probably more than like any of the other couples, to be honest with you. So
yeah, I agree. Yeah, girls are going to be throwing themselves at him, and yeah, it's going to be difficult. I'd like to see what would happen.
yeah, I mean, it might have to be like they'd be better off like living with each other quite quickly, because if not, if they're separate a lot and they live quite far apart, like Wales and like Essex,
yeah, he'll cheat.
yeah, that's what I think could happen. But fingers crossed for them. They have been making some moves along with some of the other cast members in the graduation ceremony. They've celebrated all of their doing bits and NVQs and passing with flying colours. What did you think of all sort of bedroom commotions going on?
I'm finding it really difficult to understand all their little like, what is it called? Like hidden like NVQ
code words for it, like their NVQ1, NVQ2.
I don't know if I'm too old or like what is it? Like I'm just not I'm finding it difficult to keep up with it.
Can you remember when you were in there who were the worst couples for like all the bedroom antics? Like, I'm just trying to sleep and you're going at it, for goodness sake.
Do you know what? I feel like our year was very like PG. Like very, and when I watched this season, I feel like the couples in this season are very much like more into each other than that were in our season. I feel like our season there was a bit like there wasn't that many couples, that were into each other like these ones are. So I think like it's a big sign though, if you're really getting that in the bedroom, that you're really into each other, because when you really like someone, you can't help it. In the bed, you're gonna be like making making
mad moves, whatever they call it. This one. Talk about like getting hot and sweaty. Pulses racing. Did you see the challenge where they all dressed up in their outfits?
Yeah, and the memes I've been seeing about this. Yeah. Oh my god.
This is what I was going to say to you. Everyone, I'll ask you, who do you think was the best? Who do you think worked at first before I mentioned before Mary here? Kaz, do you think Kaz did well?
Yeah.
Yeah, she did slay. What about with the boys? Who was the best boy?
Oh, I don't know.
Jake put on a show. Like, I'm not a fan of Jake, but he had all the moves sus. He was flipping the lip around his legs and then throwing like.
Yeah, we have to give him that. We have to give him that. Yeah, probably. I think I agree with you, Jake.
But Mary was the talking point, wasn't she? Mary.
Where did they get that costume from? Like, I'm so shocked she let that happen.
Well, this is what I wanted to know. I know you dressed up as like the policewoman. Did you get to choose your outfits? Did they give them for you? Like,
No, they decide your outfit. It's got your name. It's in a bag with your name on it.
Really? So
Yeah.
what if it doesn't fit?
So I remember like Amber was complaining about her outfit, like there was something wrong with it, and she was like, I'm not having this. So they had to change it up a bit. So like you can completely be like, no, I'm not doing it. Like at the end of the day, you've got the right. But they will try their best to persuade you. The thing is, you never want to really annoy the producers. Like you just don't want to get on their wrong side. But like, I mean, maybe Mary's just too nice.
What would happen if you get on the bad side?
You just don't want to get on their bad side.
Are they scary?
Yeah.
But yeah, I think with Mary, everyone was sort of saying like she's got like the budget bin outfit. Like she could have worked it, but that was just not the one, was it at all?
How is she meant to move with that like green skirt with that red wig? Like I've seen memes as well, like everyone else's outfits, like from like Anne Summers, and then her outfit's like some children's costume, Halloween costume. I don't know.
Oh, bless her. They did do Mary dirty, didn't they?
I know, bless her. And she's so pretty as well. Like if they gave her a good outfit, she would have rocked. Like she would have killed it.
Looking forward to the final week now. What are you hoping for? What twists could they put on and like throw us all off with?
I do think they're going to do the baby challenge, right?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Baby challenge. They're going to do the parents.
Lie detector.
They didn't do that with us.
Oh, do they not?
No, they stopped that from.
Oh, maybe they stopped it then.
I think they've stopped that. So no, I don't think they're going to do lie detector. I don't know what else could they. I feel like they pulled out all the stuff. Like they've literally pulled everything out the bag already.
Yeah, there's nothing else hidden now, is there, to come out?
So what could they possibly do?
I don't know. Maybe more bombshells, as you say. But the parents, I think, coming in are gonna potentially ruffle some feathers. Like, what happens when Liberty's like parents come in and tell her what Jake's been doing, or like, do you think they'll let him off?
I feel like Lib's parents are gonna let him off because they just want like. I think she's the pep. I have a feeling her parents are like her, like really sweet and nice. Yeah. Too nice.
Possibly. That's probably where she gets it from. But what about Faye? Like, if I was Faye and Teddy's like family was coming in, I would feel like I want to hide behind a rock, jump in the pool. I'd be feeling sheepish.
I am looking forward to that so much. Like, that would be an interesting watch because, like, if I was Teddy's parents and someone talks to my boy like that, or I'd be angry. Like, I would be angry.
Yeah, and I don't know. Do you think we're not going to get a fiery Faye with that either? I feel like we're going to get the like complete shell of her. Then I feel like she'll shrink.
Yeah, and I want to see what Faye's parents are like. She's fiery, and
because she said they're really. Yeah, she said they're brutal, didn't she?
Yeah, so I really want to know what they're like.
We'll see. We're sort of coming to the end now, but we'll rush through a quick love or shove very quickly. We'll get your initial thoughts. So we'll go for Teddy.
Love.
Yeah. Anything changed? Anything? You just want a man like him, really?
I want my own teddy bear.
Well, if things don't work out, Faye, Anna's here.
Yeah.
Toby?
Oh, I love him so much. Like, I love him so much.
Think you could be crowned king?
Oh, I'd love that.
Yeah.
I'd love that.
Same. Tyler?
Yeah, I love him. Like, I feel like I love most people now at this stage. But yeah, no, I love him because, like, obviously he's making Kaz happy. He seems to, like, have found what he wants. So
we'll see if his head turns. Faye?
I'm just gonna shove her because of the way she spoke to Teddy last week. I think
that was too much, wasn't it? That was horrible. That was horrible. Kaz?
Love.
Yeah, she went a little bit down in your estimations, I think, before last time I spoke to you. She wasn't as top anymore.
I just said because she was a bit naive when she was like, "Oh, I trust." This was during like Casa Amor, right? Like she was like, "I trust." And she'd known him for 3 days, and I was like, "Babe, like you can't trust a man after 3 days." But yeah, I mean, everyone's like, you live and you learn, don't you?
Yeah. Liberty?
Love. She's just innocent.
I know.
The little innocent soul.
Just hope she wakes up a little bit, to be honest. But yeah, we'll move on to the next group of lads. Jake? Shavi just out, or just for the whole lib treatment?
Yeah.
Yeah. Brett?
Shav, because he's boring me.
Liam?
Love.
Is he still your top crush?
Yes.
Yeah, I did think so.
6'8" or something, isn't he?
But would you steal him from Millie? Because I know you love Millie.
He's 10 years younger than me, so maybe not, because I feel like that's a bit pushing. Like that's pushing it, but you know.
Chloe.
He had an older brother.
Okay, Lynn's older brother. If you're out there,
love Chloe. She's like one of the main reasons I watch it right now.
Yeah, same. Priya.
Jav.
Just for what vibe is she giving off?
Because like I'm just not interested. That's why.
But I think, well, she might be gone soon anyway. Millie.
Love.
Any reason? Just because you think?
Because she's just like the nicest. Like she's so nice. She's genuine. She's always there for all the other girls. She's just like I just really like her.
Well, hopefully everyone that we want to stay in will stay in, and then I think your Hope and Prayer and Brett will leave tonight, but we'll see. Thanks for tuning in, everyone, and Anna, thanks again for joining me.
Thank you.
See you later.
Bye.